One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback making adjustments. On the option. He'll toss it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Morton. Takes the easy one to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Looking for space. It's Gauze. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
All out of space. Finally corralled but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Lopez wants to fire. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's good. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got the quick pass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The give is to Williams. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the option. They'll give it to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Red Raiders need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Virgil. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Man, I'm a defense. I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got a man. It's Hudson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Morton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, this defense was ready for go-longs against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Caught in the backfield, it's gone. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught it, making him feel it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Morton. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off. You're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball on the perimeter. But goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him too quickly.
Finds his man. It's Carter. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Fires to the right. Got his man. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This offense has a ton of speed at wide receiver, and they can generate explosive plays throwing it down the field. It's not just going to be go routes and post throws. How about executing the corner route against man-to-man coverage?
The Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Motion from the back. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of getting UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 21 over Air Force. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Quarterback making checks.
We got that cheat code offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, North Carolina! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Morton. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Turning it on! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Balls and fired complete. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. try from their own 18-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it at the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hit as he throws. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the offense came out aggressively here in the 2nd half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity, their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the 2nd half.
Sends it back in motion to the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The option look. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's Morton. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Williams. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves it with 3rd and 3. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Making side adjustments here. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw again. Going for the big play. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And you want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Eakin. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Red Raiders have pushed it inside the 20. A designed run for the quarterback. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Quarterback keeps it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Lopez to pass. Snags it over the middle. He's loose. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Lopez wants to fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got a chance. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And the Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
The Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Got the back over the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. He wants to throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Green. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Lopez to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. It's a running room. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And the Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Gauze. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Turning on the Jets. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling inbounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Lopez wants to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Wants to keep it in the air. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? We just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Lopez to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
what I was just looking at was, I don't know where did he stop the clock, but he already used a timeout on first down. So I'm like, yo, he actually heard his player to stop the clock. Ingenious, but I'm like, yo, why didn't we get the 10-second runoff? So I don't know. But that was great. He kind of got away with that. But he prevailed.